Hi everyone, welcome to the Tiny Studio. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is a Dreadlock love video, baby. How are you doing? We're going to be talking about, and this video is especially for my newbies out there. Welcome, 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 welcome to the journey. this video is especially for you. Now that you have your set of starter locks, what's next? What's next? Did you ask your loctician this question? Or was he or she able to inform you of what's next? It's so exciting. I remember my first set of locks, and it was just, I was just so excited. So very excited. I learned a few things because I locked my own hair. So I didn't have the luxury of asking what happens next after I began or started my journey. So this is basically my experience on what comes next, and also the advice and suggestions I gave my own clients after I started their locks. So what comes next after you leave the loctician or the stylist chair and you walk out of the salon and you walk out into the world with your beautiful set of your brand new set of dreads? What happens next? The most important thing happens next. And what is that? Patience. Did you hear me? Let me say it again. The most important step that you are going to take on this journey once you leave the salon is patience. Patience. Why? Well, it's going to take time for your locks or for your hair to begin to dread or lock. It's going to take time. For some people, it takes 3 months. For others, it takes about 6 to 8 months. And still for some, it takes about a year. Hopefully, your loctician was able to let you know that piece of information. But the most important time for starter locks is the first 3 months. Not the first 3 weeks or the first 3 days, but the first 3 months. Because within those first 3 months, your locks are going to start. You are going to train your locks to stick together as a unit and to grow together as a cohesive unit of hair. And it's going to take probably about 3 months for your locks to understand the process and for it to begin to learn that as your hair, as the new growth comes in, the new growth will have to learn to conform to the rest of the group. And it's going to take about 3 months. For some, it's going to take 9 months. For others, it may take a year. But basically, and I'm speaking from an African American point of view. I'm sure that if other cultures who lock their hair, their experiences may be a little different. But for me, I'm coming from the African American or the African diaspora point of view. So the most important thing is when you get home, wrap that baby up. Wrap those babies up. And where's my scarf? Invest in a really nice scarf. A really good functional scarf. And I invested in this scarf. And she's made of polyester and a little latex. So she's stretchy. And this is a really great scarf. Invest in a scarf that you can wear to bed or when you're just lounging around in your home. Invest in a good scarf. And why do I say that? Why do I say that you need to have a scarf? Well, for one thing, which is very important, is you don't want to continue to put your hand, you don't want to continue to put your hand, you don't want to put your hands in your head because you don't want to continue to, oh, my locks are coming loose, so let me twist it. No, your locks need a moment. Actually, they need about 90 days because they needed the opportunity and the chance to lock. So if you want to get this process going and make sure it's successful, then what you have to do is you need to wrap your hair. Now, if you have to go to work, you need to go shopping, you want to go hanging, or whatever it is that you do, it's okay to be out and about with your locks out. That's fine. When you come home, wrap it up. If you purchase some really good scarves, some nice stylish scarves, you can still be out and about and have your head wrapped. And that is for me as a loctician, that is one of the most important things that I talk to my clients about, is wrapping their hair, even when they're out and about, even when they're on their job. And the reason why is because I advise my clients not to wash their hair for the first 90 days. And the reason is because you want to give your locks the best possible chance to lock. And you don't want to do anything to it. You don't want to manipulate it at all. Now, I know some people may say, not wash my locks, not shampoo my locks. That sounds crazy. Well, if you keep your head wrapped, and keep it away from the elements of the environment, keep them away from smoke, keep them away from dust, keep them away from pollution. If you're keeping your locks wrapped, your starter locks wrapped, and you're keeping them away from all of those things, there's no need for you to wash or shampoo your hair before your 90 days are up. There's no reason. Not at all. If your loctician started your locks with an all-natural product, then you don't have to worry about buildup because you're keeping your hair wrapped. So you don't need to wash it. At least not before your 90 days are up. This is true. Now, what do you do if you decide that you want to go to bed? You want to go to sleep. Should you just get into bed and pull the covers up and turn off the lights? No. You need to wrap your hair, wrap your locks in a scarf. Don't make the scarf too tight because you will get a headache. But wrap your hair. If you have teeny tiny locks, you can get away with using those skull caps. I don't even know if they call it skull caps anymore. But you know how the fellas, when they're trying to, obtain waves in their hair or in their Caesars, they use that cool skull cap. If you have starter locks and your starter locks are that small, skull cap is great at night because it's going to keep everything in place. Now, should you expect some unraveling? Of course, yes, you should. But if you wear a scarf and keep it tied up and wrapped up, the unraveling will not be great. That'll help keep the unraveling to a minimum. And also know that your hair is growing. So, of course, there's going to be some growth. But at the end of your 3 months, your loctician should be able to go in, do a nice retwist, give yourself, she or he should be able to wash your hair, give you a really nice retwist, and then you should be able to move forward, and you probably won't have to see them again for another 90 days. But the key to that is you have to keep your hair wrapped. Here's another thing. If you feel itching, which you may, sometimes the itching can come from the type of product that is being used to lock the hair. But if you experience some type of itching, if your hair begins to feel dry, then what you can do is you can purchase some rose water. And in your rose water, what you can include is a little coconut oil. If you're not allergic to coconut oil, you can include a little coconut oil, a little bit of almond oil if you're not allergic to almonds, or a little bit of olive oil, and 4 drops of peppermint oil or 4 drops of eucalyptus oil. What you do is you shake it up like I'm doing right now, and then you can apply it to your scalp or to wherever it's itching at. And it's all natural, and the itching will cease. It truly, truly will. And that little recipe that I've just given you, you can spray this recipe on your hair every day. As a matter of fact, as soon as you take your scarf off, after you wake up, spray some of that beautiful spritz it on your hair. Your hair will feel good. Your hair smell good, most importantly. And your hair will enjoy the dreading process even more. So, once again, you've just walked out of the salon with a fresh set of starter locks or dreads. What should you do? Have patience. Number 1. Number 2, wrap your hair. Yes. Number 3, Don't shampoo your hair right now. Give yourself at least 90 days for the locking process to begin or become established. If you must wash your hair, get a pair of pantyhose, cut them, make a cap, get in the shower, add a little peppermint soap to the top of the cap after you wet it to your head, and gently shampoo your hair, rinse it thoroughly, and be on your way. Give your hair time to dry or air dry before you wrap it up. If you must, you can use a hand blower to do so, a hand dryer, but I would suggest just allowing your hair to air dry. But most importantly, I suggest not washing your hair for at least 90 days. These are the key items or key suggestions that I can give you in getting started on your lock journey. Congratulations. Congratulations. What's the biggest takeaway from this? Patience. And don't listen to people who really don't know what they're talking about. Because sometimes they mean well. But this journey is such a wonderful, wonderful journey. It's such a beautiful process that you want to have the best information possible so that you can be successful on your lock journey. And that is what Simply Nails Tiny Studio is about. Giving you the best information to help you on your journey. So thank you so much for tuning in to this Dreadlock Love video. If you have any questions or comments, do not hesitate to drop down in the comment section and leave me a question or comment. Don't forget to subscribe and also press that like button. Thank you so much. I'm Nell, and congratulations on your new journey.